One day Amaka went into the forest gathering herbs like always. Suddenly stumbled on a man lying helplessly in the forest calling for help. Reluctantly, with fear, she helped him. Days turned into weeks. The man, whose name was Eek, healed slowly at Amaka's hut. He was kind, quiet, and gentle. Amaka spent time with him, knowing him better, showing him around the village and telling him stories. Ada, Amaka's best friend, and Amaka were on their way returning from a meeting, and Amaka told her about the incident. Ada didn't seem comfortable with it and told her friend to take him back to the forest, but she declined. As Eek grew stronger, their bond deepened. Amaka admired his strong hands, his eyes. Eek was deeply in love with her but was reluctant to speak to her about it. One day, he summoned courage and told her about his feelings towards her. Amaka's cheeks flushed. She had never felt like this before, a warmth spreading through her chest. She loved him too, with a love that felt as old and deep as the whispering ferns themselves. Amaka told her friend Ada about her relationship with Eek, but Ada insisted it was just a fling of the moment, that he doesn't truly love her. Days later, Ada was walking down the village path with her lover Mabago, the village native medicine man who has taught her a lot about traditional medicine. Ada and Mabago loves going out together, not minding the villagers talking about them. Amaka spoke to Ada again about Eek as her only go-to person and asked that she meets him. Reluctantly, Ada agrees. Ada meet with Eek, Amaka introducing them. Ada was startled and nursed feelings instantly for him. Ada went into the forest sad, day after day, hoping to find her own Eek there, but to no avail. Suddenly, she started becoming unhappy with Amaka's relationship progress, wishing she was the one. Amaka and Ada were always together, like two peas in a pod, day after day. Ada trying to convince her friend, this time out of very deep envy. Amaka, she said, he's a stranger. What makes you think he will truly love you? But Amaka insisted she loves him, and besides, Ada is very cool with him. Ada, in deep thought, not minding things around, thinking about using charms to get Eek. But the only way was to cultivate the light of interest loss. She cultivated for 3 days on several occasions. But her cultivation wasn't enough. She needed Amaka to fulfill her wish. She needed the cultivation, not just by herself, but with Amaka too, to make it effective. One evening, she came to Amaka with a strange small pot. She convinced Amaka, saying, I know you love Eek, and I want only good things for you. This is a love charm, to make sure he stays devoted to you forever. After a while, Amaka, convinced, joined her in cultivating the light. Amaka, innocent and trusting, believed her best friend, joined in the procedure for several days, feeling a glimpse of hope and refreshment. Together they recited words Amaka didn't understand, but she trusted her friend. Ada continuously visiting Amaka and Eek, having great conversations with them always. Be nice, especially with Eek's presence. One day, a girl named Banmi, a quiet child with an uncanny wisdom in her gaze, always carrying heavy loads. Amaka always helps her whenever she see her, advising her to always carry less loads, that she is a child. Banmi looks at Amaka smiling, feeling grateful. The next day, a chilling change came over Eek. He began to spend all his time with Ada. He walked with her through the village, and slowly, chillingly, Amaka's heart shattered. She saw them together, Ada with a triumphant glint in her eye, Eek following her like a shadow. It was as if a dark cloud had descended over Amaka. Banmi visited her, staring at her worried face, and said to her, Eek is not himself. There's darkness around him, like cobwebs. Amaka looked at the little girl, surprised, and asked, what do you mean? Banmi said she casted a shadow, a powerful one, but I can help you. Amaka didn't believe her best friend could hurt her, so she declined. But days later Banmi came to her again, and finally she accepted Banmi's offer. Banmi destroyed Ada's cultivation, cultivating reformed for 3 days, walking around Ada's home. Banmi has hidden powers no one knew of. Few days later, Ikai's found Amaka again, and this time, the recognition was undeniable. His brow cleared, and a wave of warmth washed over his face. He embraced Amaka, feeling at ease, his grip firm and loving, his gaze filled with a renewed love. Days span into months. Ike continued to love Amaka and married Amaka, the girl who had saved him, not once, but twice, proving that true love, like a resilient forest flower, can always break through the darkest of shadows.